wrong career mode. Oh, and I did it again. I loaded up the wrong one again. Anyway. We've run in week 5 or week 6? Yeah, week 5 against the Packers. Interesting. Do a quick training. Travis Kelsey, huh? Could be interesting. Go check out their lineup. They do not have a good quarterback, and their starter is injured, but the backup's just as good. Decent running back. Few okay wide receivers. Travis Kelsey is definitely going to be one of their big targets. They're pretty much their entire offensive line is garbage. They have 2 good defensive linemen. Their linebackers are pretty decent. They got 1 good cornerback. They have a good safety. I'm gonna do color rush. Why is that the color rush? I'm just about to say this 251. Okay, should be a decent game. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be kind of uneven because their offensive line is not going to be able to hold up enough for Josh McCown to do much. Skip through this week 5 game.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on
Tampa
the air.
Bay won against
Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's
Patriots.
NFC divisional round matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. J.J. Nelson now to return.
Ooh, good one.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's jump right into this.
40-yard line.
I'm gonna go cover 2, show 2 or show 4. And we got our defensive line back. Good week to have them back.
Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So what will they do on the ground through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
I want Aaron Donald on Travis Kelsey though. This one.
Again, it's Johnson. And some room to work. And down he goes.
What happened?
He takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know,
how was their running back doing better pass defense or better pass protection than their offensive lineman? I'll take that interception. I think, if I remember correctly, Le'Veon Bell is injured. Yeah, Darren Sproles is in. Let's go check the injury report. Yeah, and our middle linebacker. Okay.
First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
Darren Sproles can have a good game. It's going to be super easy. Oh.
This is Darren Sproles.
I did that spin move a little too early.
And inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there.
Going to test that
he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they're moving the ball straight down the field on their first
better chance going
that feels good, but you know on their side of the field,
cut
all
back,
they're thinking is
and
finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game,
again.
and that may carry over.
Better chance going that way again.
And now it's second and
cut
goal.
Back earlier, and there we go. Darren Sproles gets the touchdown.
Take it in for a Cowboy score. Darren Sproles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
I think they're going to come out firing a little bit more. Yeah, they're already setting them wide.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Incomplete.
Left sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Nice.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27.
They can have those 2-yard runs all game. I don't care.
One, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Sproles. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
had a good run the first time I tried this play.
They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And he stopped
Couldn't find some area I like to run through on that.
It'll be second down. So
Tried to use that spinning banner second, but it didn't work.
You've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The play clock's running down. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to air one out. 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target.
Another defensive type game.
Second down.
Probably will be if they do stupid plays like that the entire time.
Downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The play fake to Johnson. Now here's McCown. They'll find the rookie, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he lost
Lucky I didn't pick that up.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 17 carries, 63 yards. Now McCown, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to it? And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, it's McCown. Dumping it off for Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
I gotta stop throwing just deep balls to Larry Fitzgerald because he is not doing as good as I expected him to do for those 50 balls.
Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know, that
Sproles
oh my God.
And the Packers pick it up.
Are you serious?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A look at Darren Sproles as he works his way back onto the field for this next go-around. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more.
Great start, now you can't do anything.
Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Smith, they'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
On first down, Smith. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Busting through contact.
Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage.
He's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Smith on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and that'll bring up second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they send a man in motion right.
Is it?
From the 4, it's second goal. Sproles. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
That's the way it's run.
3rd and 2.
Touchdown! Let's go.
As
soon as I saw him open. Okay.
Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there.
Focus on offense. You can't be doing stupid plays like going 50-50 both Larry Fitzgerald.
And he usually comes through for
because on my previous fantasy draft that I had, I was chucking it up to Julio Jones like that way too much. I got too comfortable with it. Same difficulty and everything. Just Julio Jones was 99 overall. Speed, everything, beat his guy every time. I'm just chucking it up to Larry Fitzgerald, and he's not doing it as good as Julio Jones. So I need to only do that when I feel like he's going to beat his man. I'm just doing it to see who can catch it. I got to change that trait and gotten into it.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense,
do that.
they don't
Cover
want
two
to see the
invert.
field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I want that guy over here.
On second down, here's McCown.
Julius Peppers.
Nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
But one thing that I've
Game's
liked
a lot closer
defensively is
than I
that they've
thought
shown
it
them
was
a lot
gonna
of
be.
different looks here in
We'll
the
give
first
them
half.
that.
They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Good stop.
And they'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now.
Within the range where if I get the flag, I'll get the first down, but I feel lucky this time.
Right after this timeout.
Nope.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
No.
Oh, a heck of a move. Man. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Okay. I'm going to do a pitch to the outside.
From Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Cam Newton with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that.
Oh, boy. I am glad I read that correctly.
Vincent Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now.
I saw that safety drop in. I'm like, that's a touchdown. As soon as that came, I'll even kind of show the play to everyone.
He came out of the...
Here we go. Now I can. So at the start of the play, I noticed just before it started, this guy dropped slightly down from this guy. Because this guy, I honestly didn't see what he was doing. But I was all worried about this. Because I knew Vincent Jackson was going to be doing that cross route. He dropped down a lot earlier than that guy was dropping down. He ends up coming down more towards like that middle zone. So I know if he doesn't cut back soon, Vincent Jackson's going to have him beat. And boom, there we go. He realizes it, and it's over. That's a touchdown. It's all on that safety. They had it man. I don't even know. They had that one safety down into that middle zone. It was man-to-man coverage.
What we call scheming a guy
Jackson
open.
beat him all the way down the field.
Tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Room here to run. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is
plays
a
that are
great
nearly
return.
breaking for
One
big.
first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Josh McCown ready to head back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
McCown to throw on second down. Underneath for Johnson.
Short.
And on third
Probably
and inches, we're going to get a whistle.
Oh, it is short.
And a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Shotgun here for McCown.
And it's
It's going
incomplete.
to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. It does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far.
I don't see one of those two guys open. I got to do the check down. I can't be forcing him.
Throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1
try and do this
ratio
play
here in
again.
the second quarter.
Now they're backing up. Now that's and Larry Fitzgerald on the underneath. And now they're stepping back.
Throw, it's Smith.
I tried to throw it away.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Eat up the clock.
To throw on second down is Smith. Jackson's got it over the middle. 23 yards on the play. On first down, it's Smith. Right side caught by Jackson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call it a timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
That's good.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we have come to halftime. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half.
Want to get Darren Sproles going. I need to get him to the outside. He's no Le'Veon Bell where he can run through people in the middle.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken it.
Actually, you know what play we're going to start out with? The one play he started the first half.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here
doesn't
in
work,
this
well
third
then
quarter.
we're just going to try and get that first down and switch it up. And really try and go with an outside run.
A touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit.
As soon as I saw Nick Perry beating my guy, I had to take off.
From the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Sproles.
Oh, go.
Tackle.
Nice.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He went to the wrong side. Why are you
protect
patting
this
my
lead.
head?
Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Wait. Yeah, we're just going to go this way.
And once again, they go with Sproles.
And that didn't work.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackling.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And now a first down following that long gain. In motion left goes a tight end. Toss play.
Oh my goodness. I had 2 free runners that should have blocked me.
Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now
Dude, okay.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Smith. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
It's been a while since he's had a good game, but he's been getting open.
25 as they convert on 3rd. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First down, a run with McFadden.
Why is McFadden on?
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive.
See what happens if I move this guy over.
I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Sproles. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it with Sproles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Decent drive. Like I said, I wanted Darren Sproles starting to go, and definitely did some work. Pistol's pitch not working at first, so I had to start doing stretches, and stretches was definitely working.
A little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
I'm going to try a blitz from outside.
They get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
McCown throwing on 2nd.
Nice. Loss of 15.
Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On play action, it's McCown.
That's
and he is out of bounds,
just
getting it across
short.
the 30-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
That was
I think
crazy
the training and
close.
practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite.
Back now here on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing now is McCown.
It's incomplete. Dropped it.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to
close this game out.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen.
Oh my goodness, Darren Sproles slipping through the tiny cracks between the defense.
Darren Sproles, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Real quick. So, first of all, who was that? Was that the wide receiver? Wide receiver, right here, number 17. Barely hits his man blocked enough for Darren Sproles to get into this. Wide open hole. 17 gets another good block, and then 77 gets a good block. I have to spin, make this guy move. Misses him, gets between him, and gone. I was not expecting that at all.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Ooh,
and nice work.
If you would have made him miss, I would have
start
been in danger
drive
for them
just
scoring.
past the 30-yard line.
I'm nearly guaranteeing it. They're going to have to start going out.
And Green Bay
shooting,
getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points.
I barely use it during down. I should start doing that a lot.
In the chain of event.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam
that was
Chancellor.
awesome.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here
Doyle
in the 4th
over.
as it was
Anyone
way
else
back in the
can move
1st,
with
doesn't
him?
it?
I do believe
that
someone
safety's
put
just
a
gonna
lot of
come.
time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
I forgot I had
at this
2
rate.
clock on.
And that'll set him back 5.
Yeah, let me put it back to normal. Please tell me they're going to go in the same set. Somewhat in the same set. And move Doyle over. No one's going to come down. 4 on 4 this side. If I can beat them.
Now a handoff working right. And he is
Trying
going
to
to
spin
lose
out that one
yardage
guy.
here.
Okay.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
Go, 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 go. Touchdown.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren McFadden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Okay.
It'll be a pickup of 5,
I
and that
just
leaves
shooted with Aaron Donald. I'm like, whoa, whoa, I thought I got
now.
in that tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third, McCown.
That's
He's
short.
Flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Sproles, the return.
Okay.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Darren Sproles as he works his way back onto the field for this next go-around. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might
Oh, if he didn't trip.
For a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there. And, boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now McFadden. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The count now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brent Grimes.
That was an easy interception.
Across midfield to the 47-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now it's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Throwing now, Smith. Flush to his right. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here's Smith now on second down. Dancing to his... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They've played excellent. Another stop here, that would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day, and it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That'll leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go in and celebrate.
Yeah, they want that good cake taste, right?
No doubt about it. That's 6-layer cake.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The tight end in motion right. They start the drive with McFadden. Whoosh.
Face mask.
Another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
McFadden following the penalty. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of...
That was a pretty good game, I will admit. Well, that's gonna be it. Think the next game is against Seahawks or someone? Not quite sure. All I know is it's a really good team. I'll go check real quick. Oh, bye week. We'll figure that out. Yeah, in the next. If I could end this.